HBCU Sports Media is giving students an opportunity to win a $40,000 grant. Also, we'll take a look at why the NCCU Sound Machine is asking for more money. This is Central News.
From the broadcast studio in the Department of Mass Communication at North Carolina Central University, this is Central News.
Hello Eagles, and welcome back to another edition of your Central News. I'm your anchor, Marseille Miller. Students interested in journalism or sports media production now have the opportunity to compete against other HBCU students. Here's Robert Fergus with more on the story.
The foundation of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences is partnering with Coca-Cola and awarding HBCU schools and students the opportunity for a grant. Here's how the opportunity impacts students who specialize in sports production. Students interested must reach eligibility guidelines in order to be considered for judging. You must be enrolled at an HBCU and must intend on pursuing a career in sports broadcasting or video production. Entries may be submitted by an individual student or a team of students. NCCU Athletics Video Coordinator Lonnie Jones oversees the student-led sports production that is broadcasted live on NCCU Sports Network and WRAL Sports Plus. Here's what Jones had to say about the opportunity for students to bolster their talents, working with NCCU Athletics for their submissions, regardless of the outcome of the competition.
This is a good chance for them to learn a lot, and you will learn a lot being here. You learn the basics of filming, you learn how to do TDing, you know what it's like working with a producer in a live sports environment, and that stuff can translate to other fields in media.
Mass communication students who are interested in sports media have an opportunity to showcase their talents. A competition presented by the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences has partnered with Coca-Cola and HBCUs with a chance to win a $40,000 grant for your school and national exposure. Upon winning, your name and school will be announced at the 2023 Sports Emmy Award ceremony. From a student's perspective, Jordan Davis, who writes game stories and helps with the camera operations, gave me her insights on why the opportunity should be sought out for students looking to get into the sports media industry.
The money they are awarded, they can use it to better their education, which will in turn help them get into the right rooms with the right people.
Students interested must submit a video and essay. Finalists for the competition will be announced in April. Like Mr. Jones and Ms. Davis explained, applying yourself for the chance to win a nationwide competition at no cost seems almost like a no-brainer. If you win the competition, you will obtain nationwide exposure. If you don't win, you put yourself a step closer to landing an opportunity.
The deadline to submit the application will be March 27th, and the winner will be announced at the 2023 Sports Awards Emmy ceremony. NCCU Sound Machine is asking for more money towards scholarships and instruments. NCCU Sound Machine's own Ricky Battle with more on the story.
The NCCU Sound Machine is in need of purchasing new brass and wind instruments. With some of these instruments being over 20 plus years old, they're already falling apart for a number of reasons.
The band has 110 plus working brass and wind instruments. With a new fall semester fastly approaching and more recruits coming in, the band will need at least double of that number just to make sure every student has a working instrument. Some of the tubas and euphoniums have mold across their bodies. Talk about disgusting.
150,000 of that would definitely go to like scholarships, giving students an opportunity to come to an HBCU.
With this grant, it grants more people a chance at attending this HBCU with a scholarship. Plus, the band room could be fully equipped for a 300 plus piece band. Purchasing tubas alone already costs $10,000, and that's just for one.
And then the other 350 would be addressed with marching band needs, concert band needs, and then other ensembles.
They are currently in need of 105 brass instruments and 100 woodwinds. This will replace every old instrument that the band currently has and more, setting the new program ablaze.
With this grant, the NCCU Sound Machine should be able to double the recruitment for the fall. If you are in need of essential items, our NCCU pantry has just what you need. Here's Raven Hawkins with more.
I am here with the campus resource for all Eagles. Yes, NCCU has a campus pantry for you. Here, they have numerous items available. The campus pantry is located in the Miller Morgan building on the second floor, room 204C. There are signs posted to let you know you've reached the spot. It is open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Honestly, Well, I'm gonna say like with canned foods hygiene, I feel like that's really interesting and very helpful. So yeah, I would check it out honestly.
Indeed, the pantry has canned food items such as soups, vegetables, and tuna. There are more side items including pasta, rice, and beans. Here they have snacks, select drinks, and a few breakfast choices. The hygiene consists of shampoo and conditioner, shaving products, feminine products, and even baby items.
Food insecurity is a huge issue on college campuses, mainly HBCU campuses.
Eagles will need to fill out the intake form. The questions help the organization to collect research data. It asks for your age range, ethnicity, how many people you're picking up for, and the weight of the bag.
If you have any more questions or concerns, please visit the Instagram at NCCU-CP. It is the #1 priority here to showcase productions that will draw a large crowd. Tiffany Davis has more with our theater department.
One of the key strategies to increase ticket sales is by focusing on the target audience. At NCCU, the Department of Theater selects productions that will captivate local communities. The theater department focuses marketing efforts on communities that will support bringing in revenue. Productions are selected based on audience demographics and genres that individuals can relate to.
The Department of Theater brings in revenue by doing plays that will attract the general audience.
NCCU's target audience for productions is local communities. The school has more local patrons than students. Productions like Dreamgirls or Ain't Misbehavin' attracted a high volume of audiences throughout the Triangle area.
And I love the idea that theater can be a venue or a messenger for any topic, any concern, socially, culturally, spiritually, sort of without bias.
The department showcases productions that will share a message and allow the audience to reflect. Bus Stop's storyline showcases the impact of Black male incarceration and how it affects their loved ones. The upcoming production on Strivers Row is a romantic comedy that takes place during the Harlem Renaissance.
The live shows of On Strivers Row will begin on March 16th and go through the 19th. Being a residential assistant has turned many students into leaders, but for some, it can be overwhelming. Michaela Whitaker has more on being an RA on campus.
I'm here inside the Chitley Hall, which is a dormitory which holds over 400 students. With that being said, this residence building acquires a wide variety of resident assistants. Resident assistants receive free housing on campus and also have the satisfaction of living in a single room. They are also compensated with a monthly stipend of $300, which in 2 full semesters will equal up to $3,000 in total.
I enjoy the opportunity of being an RA because it allows me to have free housing as well as to connect with my residents and my peers.
After academics, the responsibility of being a resident assistant is viewed as being the first priority. In this case, it makes it extremely difficult for students to participate in extracurricular activities or become involved on campus. Students complain that this interferes with their social life and prevents them from joining high-ranking positions as they like to.
A bad part about being an RA is possibly having to write somebody up that you know and close with. Of course, it's my job, but it does suck at the end of the day.
To become an RA, it's important to understand that all students must be qualified as a full-time student with a minimum of 12 credit hours maximum. Students must also have a steady GPA average of 2.7.
Not only are they responsible for handling small issues within the residence hall, but they also host events and tutoring sessions. Founded in 1970 by Dr. Joseph Perkins, the Perkins Orchard is the largest farm produce market in the Bull City. Let's see what Jade Marshall has to say about that.
Located in the heart of Southeast Durham, Perkins Orchard is uniquely established in the city of Durham, North Carolina. Before long, Dr. Perkins was planting trees around the house in which Perkins rests. Dr. Perkins' grandson, Donovan Alexander Watson, took over the family-owned business at the age of 10. Watson steadily built up the business each season throughout middle school and high school. Here you can shop for eggs, cheese, meats, jar goods, honey, greens, herbs, flowers, fruits, veggies, Christmas trees, and many more.
A lot of people came in this year trying to change for the new year, so they wanted to eat more healthy, and for a lot of people, we're right around the corner.
As time passed, connections were made with farmers across the state of North Carolina. To this day, Perkins Orchard relies on these connections that deliver produce.
I've got some free cilantro. I've got a few tomatillos, 2 carrots. I believe I've got a couple cucumbers, and then a jalapeno and some onions.
Perkins is beneath 60 feet of shaded trees, which provides a beautiful atmosphere when surrounded by fresh fruits and vegetables throughout the growing season. Alex makes it his mission to impact the community with his business. He seeks to educate people on why it's important to buy locally. He partners directly with farmers and makes it his goal to provide produce that's superior to other grocery store products. Perkins Orchard has been open year-round for half a century. They are now celebrating as their 53rd season continues. Reporting from Perkins Orchard, Jade Marshall, Central News.
We are in the first week of March, and with spring right around the corner, let's hear our weekend weather from the Imani Pippin.
Good afternoon, Eagles. I'm Imani Pippin, giving you your weekend weather. We have had a pretty warm week this week, and we will continue to have warm weather. For Friday, we will have a high of 71 degrees with a low of 56. But get your umbrellas prepared because we will have a 60% chance of rain. As for Saturday, it will be mostly sunny skies with a high of 71 and a low of 43. And for Sunday, we will continue to have mostly sunny skies with a high of 65 and a low of 38. I'm Imani Pippin. Enjoy your weekend, Eagles.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Your Central News. I'm your anchor, Marseille Miller, and don't forget, opportunities don't just happen, you make them. We wish you safe travels and can't wait to see you back here in the nest.